Welcome to Landrianka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears, go after your awesome, awesome life. What did I want to... Oh, I know. You know, I do a lot of videos on, of course, manifesting, because everything's about manifesting. We're manifesting every split second. You came here to manifest. You came here to create whatever life you wanted. You're doing it all the time. So my videos are... If you're not manifesting what you want, why aren't you? Let's break through it. And that's part of the dense human experience that we're having to break through, because we are now going into the fourth and fifth dimensions. The planet is, with or without us. So if we don't break through all of these, the old thinking, the old beliefs, the old limits, this is how things work. No, they don't. They work whatever way you want them to, right? Whatever you believe is your truth. There isn't one truth. Everything's the truth. Quit trying to look for the answer. There isn't an answer. It's whatever you want it to be, and that may change, right? So, so I was thinking, when I have people manifest, I always say, one of the first things you have to know, what do you want? A lot of people, I ask them, do you know, I have not met one person that could clearly answer this question. What do you want? If I could give you one thing. You know, I have a course coming out called One Big Thing. What is it? Not one person has just gone, boom, this. And then, by the way, sometimes they'll give me an answer, and then we start to talk, and it changes. I go, oh, okay, so you want this. That means blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, no, no. I said, oh, then you really actually want this. So now what happens, because I'm one of these people, what happens when there isn't one big thing? I mean, there ultimately always is, and if you take my course, you'll find out. You'll find out what your one big thing is, because everybody has one. But let's say if I had to name something to manifest, for me, my whole life has been 101 things that I want to accomplish. Not all at one time. But I have so many things I want to achieve. So let's say if I really want to focus on a particular thing, I'm not sure I could really clear-cut name that. So what if you're in that category? If you're an entrepreneur, you know what I'm talking about. You'll probably have 101 things going on at one time. Einstein did. Jefferson did. Edison did. Tesla did. They never worked on one thing. They always had 101 things going on, but they were an inventor. They were progressive thought, creators. They were creators, period, in multiple areas. And maybe that's you. What if you have multiple goals? Well, then your one big thing would be to love everything you do and have variety. So I realized at one point, our wind's kicking up out there. Our hurricane's coming up here. I realized at one point that what I really loved is to have variety every day and love what I'm doing, no matter what it is. And that needs to contribute in a positive way and create abundance. So, well, that's several things. Yeah, it is. But I'm very clear on that. So if you get a little lost about your one big thing, don't worry about the one big thing. Let's talk about, what do you want to focus on right now? And if that's a whole bunch of things, say, okay, so let's pull it in and say, okay, let's pick our top 2 or 3 things that we want to accomplish. 'Cause you got to focus on things. That's another thing. As inventors, as entrepreneurs, sometimes we're not too focused and we're all over the place, and we got to reel it in a little bit. So just pick a few things, maybe 2 or 3 things that you would like to accomplish first, and then put them on a timeline. So I always have 3 to 5 books going on at one time. So I say, okay, I'm going to complete these 2 books by the end of the year. So when I'm working on this thing over here, this company, and I go, okay, stalling, not getting creative, I'll go over and I'll go, okay, I'll write a couple pages of the book. And then I go over to my internet marketing and I go, okay, what new cool thing can I do here? I'll create a course. I'll automate it. I'll put it online. So don't be afraid to be just massively creative, because the universe will still continue to send stuff to you, opportunities. Just make sure you're completing them. I have a problem with, completing projects sometimes, and I have to really focus on that. Now I've gotten very good at it. So make sure you do that, but otherwise you keep getting incomplete opportunities. So focus on what can I do to create that makes me excited, that I can have all these opportunities going, but I'm going to focus on a couple here. I'll keep these going, and then once I complete these two, I'll go over here and I'll start those again. That's okay. You've got one life. If you want to do 101 things, do them. I do. You know how many different things I've told you I've been and done. I've gotten multiple degrees on different things, interior design, and then a securities license for investment banking, and then writing. I had a writing scholarship, and then, I do all these different things. I had a scholarship for television acting. Why not? Creative people want to expand. I just saw, there's a show over here for interior clothing designers, and Project Runway. I don't know if you ever watched it. I love anything that shows people being creative. And one of them was a child prodigy who was a concert pianist, and now he's designing clothes. Somebody might say, well, you're a concert pianist, you should focus on that. Why? He's creative. He can do anything he wants. So don't be afraid to be expansive. Maybe your goal is to be expansive and have opportunities flow to you that you love, things that you're passionate about come to you, and that you get rewarded for it. There's payment for that. Make sure you have some abundance coming in. Know that you're not just working your tail off and can't pay your bills. If you want to pay your bills, name that. So don't be afraid, and don't have people say, oh, you're not focused. Who says you have to be focused on one thing all the time? Focus on what you're doing at that moment, and then you can focus on the next thing. But make sure you're enjoying yourself, and if you need to be expansive, expand. It's okay. If it's not working for you, then narrow it down to one or two things and say, okay, I need to reel it in here. But until it's not working, go have fun, do, explore. Go take dance lessons and CrossFit and run a race and, take acting lessons and then take piano lessons and then maybe you try the guitar and maybe you write a book and maybe start a company. I just launched another company in a completely different field. I did the internet marketing. If you guys want to do that, if you click on either side at the end of this video, you'll get free 7 free videos that tell you how internet marketing works. If you want to join our membership and get an education in that, learn how to create an online business, give it a try. If not, go do something else. Go do something fun. Everything's available to you. Now you have the internet. There's no excuse not to explore just about anything you want. Go expand. When you stay in your box and you are afraid to step outside of it, you affect all of us. And I'm counting on you to expand in a beautiful, awesome way where you're feeling passion and excitement about your day and what you're doing. And it should include what you do for a living. You can do it. You can find it. Never stop seeking, taking action, exploring. There are no failures. None. There aren't any. You're an entrepreneur, you know that. No such thing. Only learning and expansion. You are whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Thank you for the blessings you're sending to my beautiful friend. All the prosperity, the ideas, the opportunities, the fun and the excitement, and the abundance that's going to flow every day. Thank you for that. Namaste.